Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another amazing episode on the Unleashing Potentials podcast. I'm your host, Bernadette. Joining me today is the amazing, beautiful Calandra Gantt. I think I nailed it.
You did. You did. You got it. You got
Yeah,
it.
how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you today?
I'm great, fabulous, and 1 year wiser.
Yes, I was going to say on your special day. So I am honored that you took the time to just sit down with me and
Yeah.
have a great conversation on the day God decided to let you be born.
Yes, yes. And it's an honor to be here with you as well. So, Kalindra, can you tell us more about you? What is your story and what is it that you do?
Okay, well, I am Calandra Gantt. I am a native of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm born and raised. I am a true believer of God, but I serve in the capacity as a recording artist, an author. I am, here to share the book that God has given me. I have music, but I've been doing it for over 30 years. I've been in the industry for over 30 years. I started singing at a young age. I'm worship pastor. I do a little bit of everything, the gifts that God has given me, but I operate, I'm a CEO, have my own music consulting company along with another artist. I'm a nonprofit. And so the goal is just to reach as many as I can in the kingdom, to just share the story, personal journey of getting over grief, over really being who you are, authentically you,
Mm.
and being okay with that. Just celebrating, loving yourself just as God loves you, so that you can really be an asset in the kingdom. So that really is my goal at the end of the day.
Wow, that's so powerful and beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Yes.
So, what would you say made you the woman that you are today? And who shaped you and molded you to be exactly who you are today?
Oh, that's a good one. I think I got a little bit of something from everybody. My grandfather, who I lost last year in April, I was his caretaker. He was a musician for over 80 years. He lived to be 93 years old. Started at an early age as well. He taught me a lot about music. Like I said, I really been doing it since I was 3. I was always around him in choirs, the smallest thing up there, but learning about how choirs should harmonize and those things, which led me to direct at the age of 9, play instruments at the age of 5. So he really musically, and my work ethic, music wise, really shaped me into operating in integrity and everything. And my mother, I got they call it a grind, but I got my working from my mother and my grandmother, because they always used to say, look, you go and let them send you home. Don't not show up, always go to work and always be on. Well, and one of my spiritual mentors taught me the importance of being on time through a lesson about I was a Sunday school teacher, and I happened to be late that day to teach
Uh-oh.
Sunday school. And she had already started, and she was like, if you're in a leadership position and it's you got to be on time. I never, after that day, have never been late for anything that was in my control. Now, a flat tire, something like that, I rarely have that, but I'm normally early. So if the collect, but that consistency gives me the reputation. Calandra's not here yet. Oh, something must be wrong, because she's gonna be 30 minutes early.
Yeah.
So I've had quite a bit of people to just play a role in shaping me and being the woman of God and the artist and the business person that I am today.
Mm, so beautiful. You can just interview me. I'm just listening. Wow.
No.
Wow. Incredible. So powerful.
Yes.
Yeah, I hear you speak of your faith. That is such a key component into existence.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear what your faith means to you and how do you apply it in your business today?
Yeah. It's the core of who I am. I love to have people don't realize, just because I make a choice to believe in God and to have a faith walk, I still enjoy life. I still have a good time. I still, laugh. I love all styles of music. But my faith, I've lived a life as a faith walker. I worked in the corporate world for over 20 years, and by faith, I left the corporate world making nice money to follow ministry. So when you do something like that, the road is not easy, but you gotta know that he's called you to do that. And so in my business, we always try to work with everybody, but we don't do anything that compromises our faith.
Mhm.
Anything explicit or anything like that. So we work with anybody in any genre, but it has to be clean, it has to be positive, nothing that's just gonna go left field. But my faith is the core, just to get through a lot of things from depression, because I've lost my grandfather last year, I lost my mother in 2021, I lost my dad in 2023, grandfather in 2024.
Wow.
So all of the core people, and my grandmother was in 2014 when that was 2 months after I left the corporate world to take care of them. So I've had death after death after death. And if you don't have faith, it really can mess with your mind. It can cause you to be depressed. It can cause you to, and sometimes we're depressed and don't know we're depressed.
Yeah.
So your faith plays a good part. A lot of people don't talk about mental health and things, but a lot of times we walk around, we're not eating like we should, we're not sleeping like we should because subconsciously we're depressed and don't even realize we are.
Yeah. Yeah.
So after my mom died, I went to therapy because I'm a believer in Christ, but I believe he's put resources here to help us be better people.
Yeah.
So I believe in therapy. I believe in prayer. I just believe in faith because it has brought me a long way. It
Yeah.
really has.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry of your loss, but
Yeah.
here's what I feel, I have to be honest, is
Yeah.
that every single amazing soul you've called family,
Yeah.
that have departed this life,
Hmm.
I can tell you that they're so proud of you and they're looking down from heaven and you're carrying on their legacy. It's a
Yeah.
big one to carry, isn't it? It feels
It
heavy at times.
is.
Yeah.
It is. It can
Yeah.
be heavy. It can be heavy, but um we are a product of our environment, who raised us, the principles they've instilled in us. We are a product of that, along with what we've gained as we grow and evolve.
Yeah.
So musically, I always, when they were alive, my goal was to please God and then to please my family because you represent them everywhere you go. I don't care what anybody says. And even if you have a church family, everything you're attached to, you represent when you go out into the world and you go out into the kingdom. So I always said, God, if you're pleased with me
Mm.
and the name that I carry, ironically, my name actually means singing lark in French. I did not realize that until I got older and researched my name that my mother gave me. It's a French name which means singing lark. So she already knew the destiny on my life when she named me.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. When you sing, how does it help you heal? I love singing, not in public. It's very healing and freeing, but I sing and then I'm out of air in my lungs. You must know what
Oh,
that feels like. Tell us more.
oh wow. You just got to get some breathing techniques. That's all. Work on the abdomen and breathing and well, singing, I always say this and I tell people there was a point in my life where singing really helped save my life.
Mm,
When I wrote a song that says I surrender, and that was when I was going through a period of just feeling depressed and feeling alone. And people can feel alone and have a whole bunch of people around them.
oof.
That's what people don't understand. And the lyrics to that song was some days I feel so lonely, don't know which way to turn.
Mhm.
So music is an outlet. Being a songwriter, like a painter, when they get in they paint.
Yeah.
So as a singer and a songwriter, we put our emotions on paper. And my book, even with my book, it came during a time where I would come out of meditation and there would be a word in me and I just jot it down, but I would make it where I could share it. And I started sharing it on social media, which led to, they said, well, why don't you put this in a calendar? Then you put it in a book. So everything, it just comes from, inspiration, but singing is just an out. I love singing. I always tell people I never need a drug because I can get high off of music and being creative, being in a studio, to see how you can take words and create a song
Yeah.
with music, and the manifestation of it that comes out is like, and it's going to reach the world and really inspire people. That's a great thing that God gives us, that kind of talent to write music and share your emotions. And you have to be very vulnerable to be a songwriter and share your experiences through your music.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I paint, so I can definitely understand what you just expressed.
Yeah.
At times it's hard to show it properly.
Hmm.
It's a soul language. Unless
Yes.
you're surrounded by people that are plugged and connected, it's very hard to translate to the everyday person who hasn't really lived life or find purpose or meaning in it.
That's good. Yeah, yeah, that's good. It is a language. Because music is a universal language. I don't care what color you are, what class.
Yeah.
Everybody can relate to music in some form or fashion. You can speak through music and art, no matter where you come from. And it's so funny to see different perceptions of the art that they see. Somebody can get this from it, somebody can get that. And when they hear your song, well, I think she meant this. No, she meant this. It can speak to so many different languages, and you can sing it in different languages and just share it with everybody. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, music is a great outlet. It's a great outlet.
Yeah, yeah. Calandra, would you say everybody can sing, even the ones who say they can't?
No, that's a trick question. Listen, well, let me say this. I believe everybody has a song.
Oh, that's a
Everybody has
beautiful answer.
everybody has a song.
Yes.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Everybody has a song.
Mhm.
And so and I think that everybody can, some people can be trained to sing unless they're just tone deaf. Some people can't hear.
Yeah.
But I believe that most people can be trained because I direct choirs, I teach. God has given me the ability to hear. I can hear people. I can hear your voice and tell you what kind of song you can sing.
Wow.
Because I listen to the tone of your voice. I listen to the rhythm, how you enunciate, whether you do syncopation, all these different things. So I'm like, oh, you'll be great on a slow song. You'll be great on a fast song. But everybody has a song,
Mm,
even though they may not all can sing.
mm. Ooh,
So
yeah. I'm just
everybody.
letting that sit in for a bit. Wow, wow, that is so true. That is so true. I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah. Um, Talk to us more about your mental health.
Yes.
I tell people if you're existing, you have a brain and a mind, you've experienced some type of mental health.
Mhm.
I'm a miracle case, so I'd love to hear your perspective and story on your journey.
Yeah. I think for me, I didn't realize what I the that I was a functionally broken person.
Mm,
And I'm gonna say this, that most of the time, those of us who are leaders, worship leaders, singers, songwriters that are always on the stage or in some kind of capacity, we pour out a lot even when we're broken on the inside.
yeah.
And most of that is because we all have gifts. The gift won't leave you. But sometimes the gift can come up because you're a natural at it. You wake up, you can sing. I literally wake up in the morning and I have a song in my heart. I literally do that because it's in me.
Yeah.
But the day before, I could have just been crying and depressed and whatever. So my mental health, when I lost my mother, who was very, very important to me, our relationship had begun to grow as I got older because just really grow. She's always been there. Didn't know she was my biggest supporter until she died. And
Mm,
I was going through things and saw my posters and all these things. But
wow.
I but she always was a worker.
Yeah.
And so when she left unexpectedly. She was sick and we thought she was getting better. And I wanted to stop singing.
Mm.
You know, when you get hit with something that, and being the oldest, a lot of things fell on me. So, and when my grandmother died, a lot of things fell on me as well. Sometimes we don't take time to grieve because when death happens, we just in emotion, we just moving, we're just doing that. So I think from the time of my grandmother, then taking care of my grandfather, and then my mother having to take her to doctor's appointment, I never got a chance to heal,
Mm.
never got a chance to grieve one loss and then another loss. And if you've ever had to be a caretaker of somebody who has dementia, my grandfather had dementia, you literally see them fade away
Yeah.
from their mind to their physical body. And if you're their primary caretaker, you're experiencing that and it can get heavy on you.
Mhm.
I began to mess up divine connections because I didn't know how to deal with my emotions.
Mhm.
So when you operate in your emotions, you speak things that you normally wouldn't say, or you become very hurtful, and not intentionally, but hurt people really do hurt people.
Yeah.
And so I had to make a decision. I said, okay, God, this is not working. You blessed me with a business partner, with a business, and all these different things. And I'm messing this up. It ain't you, it's me, God.
Mm.
So what do I need to do? You need to get to the root of it. You know, it's so many things play in our minds. My biological father wasn't around. My stepfather raised me, but our relationship was kind of shaky here and there because he had a substance a problem, just different things.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, wait a minute. All of this is coming now, and you're great at what you do. You can sing, preach, teach, all these different things,
Yeah.
but you're still broken on the inside. So now that you're in a healthy friendship and healthy things, you don't know what to do with it.
Mhm. Yeah.
And you just mess it up. So my mental health, and then when my mother died, depression, um, you know, I've got to the point where I never tried to commit suicide.
Mm.
But thoughts ran in my mind like, I'm tired of this. You just, even as you get older and you be like, look, I just had enough. Finances looking crazy. I ain't got nobody else.
Mm.
And God said, wait, 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 wait. You're not done.
Yeah.
But mental health is, we gotta make sure we take care of ourselves. Stop trying to be something that you're not.
Mm.
Everybody's dealing with something, just at different levels.
Yeah.
Whether they admit it or not, everybody is dealing with something. It's just at a different level than you. And we have to be there. We pour out, we have to always show up, but then nobody's showing up for us. So you got to learn how to. So I went to therapy. I said, Lord, help me to know how to deal with my emotions so I don't speak in my emotions
Mm.
and just do crazy stuff and just talk all left sided
Yeah.
and stuff. So mental health is so serious, and especially in the church, and especially for us that are Christians, who
Mm.
all the time they tell you just pray about it. Yeah, I'm gonna pray, but I'm gonna go sit on somebody's couch
Yeah.
and have a conversation too.
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
that don't know me, because most of the time the people that know us, they just want us to be better, but
Mhm.
they don't know how to help us be better.
Yeah.
Oh, everything's gonna be all right. Yes, it will, but faith without works is dead. You got to put the work in order to see what's gonna the change come. So I'm an advocator. I'm an advocator for that.
Yeah.
I just believe that it's okay to love God, but it's okay to get help if you need it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
powerful. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, when you said change come, I sort of visualize you singing something relating to that. Change is gonna come.
Yeah.
It's more
Yeah.
like a hope thing that I felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You have so much depth. And it's refreshing, your
Yeah.
honesty, your
Yeah.
upfront. It truly
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing. Thank
You're
you. Thank you.
welcome.
Yeah. Is there any projects you're working on? Anything I didn't get to ask you? What are you up
Um,
to over there?
what about listen, we're getting, the spring is coming in, March is coming in. We're gonna start traveling. We're up for a couple more awards. this year, and we're on the Give Up, Don't Give Up tour, which is Don't Give Up tour. We go and encourage people through songs. And the song I wrote, I Made It Out, for this movie, I Survived Suicide. We'll be doing that as well as some of our others. We're trying to work on book number two, see how things are gonna flow with that. And we may do a couple of, I have so many songs that I don't have to go back in the studio anymore. Just go and just look, take this and let's do something different with this. But I believe in collaboration. I'm gonna be writing with a couple of people,
Yeah.
and just collaborating, and our business is doing well. We're gonna be just doing a couple of things. We love teaching people in the industry how to handle their business
Mm,
and how to take care of business, because people just want to sing, but they don't want to know how to handle contracts and all these different things
yeah.
in the industry. So we do business 101, and our nonprofit, hopefully we'll have an event where we can bless the kids
Yeah.
sometimes this year. So our plate is full, but we're grateful. We do not complain, but we're going to be doing a lot of traveling, doing a concert or two we're going to put on, and just really just kind of flow with the new year.
Mm, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Have you been to Canada before? That's where I
I,
am.
I have.
Are you coming back to freeze with us?
I, I don't know if I'm gonna come and freeze with you, but I may come and share some music. I was in Canada. That may have been, but it's been about 6 years since I've been to Canada.
Oh,
I was on a tour, and it was beautiful. We were there with the falls. Oh my God, that was such
yeah,
an
yeah.
experience. Oh, it brought tears to my eyes. Oh my goodness. But I have not been back to Canada, but I want to go, but I have been there before. Yes,
That's awesome. You
I
know where
have.
I've been in the States? To Texas. They really do it big there.
Yeah, I've been to Texas.
Yeah.
I've been to Texas. I just thank God I've been to Germany. I've been to the UK. So I'm excited. We were trying to get to Cannes
Yeah.
this year, and hopefully we can get there for the music festival. And
Yeah.
I'm just excited. We were supposed to go to Indianapolis, so I, I'm just really riding the wave. I'm just going. I'm just flowing where he say go, we gonna go.
Yes, yes. You're blessed and highly favored.
Yes.
Thank you for
Yes.
sharing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that you'd like to share? If not, we'll slowly wrap up this party.
I just, I've just had a wonderful time. I thank you for sharing your birthday with me on this
Absolutely.
wonderful day, and happy birthday to you. And I just want to encourage everybody, just continue to be authentically you. There is an audience for you. You are loved no matter what anybody else says. So love yourself as God has loved you. And he continues to do, and just be you, because somebody needs the authentic you.
Mm, I'll take
Yeah.
that for my birthday.
Yeah, they need the authentic you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Two questions for you as we close.
Yes.
The first one is, what is the meaning of life for you?
Oh my goodness. The meaning of life for me is just um leaving an impression when I leave the room.
Mm,
I want my aura to resonate there, that they know I've been there in a good way.
yes. Yeah.
That is the meaning of life, is that when you come into somebody's presence and they're different when you
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Last question. Where on social media do you hang out at? Where about are you?
I am, Instagram. I am Calandra. The easiest way to find out where I hang out, just Google me. Because when you Google me, you'll find all the spots that I am. I'm not on TikTok a lot, but I'm on there. I don't even touch Twitter anymore. I ain't been on Twitter and I don't know when. But Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and yeah, but once you Google me, you'll find all of the spots that I'm at. That's the easiest way to do it. And my website, calandragantt.com, will take you everywhere that I am and where I plan on being.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Calandra, thank you so much for blessing me with your story,
You.
your presence, and for gifting me with your wisdom. And I look forward to see more of what you do. Keep up the incredible work. And maybe you can teach me some notes down the road.
Yes, I love doing that. We can hop on a Zoom and just go over a couple of scales and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Thank you so much again for coming on the podcast.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.